Waza, you know how we do it, Manzem Kiddy Studios. Pow! Done some investments in crypto before, and I want now to dive deep into Ethereum. So Ethereum Treasury.
I can tell you that. I'll put it to you this way. There's this guy on Wall Street and he started an Ethereum Treasury Company and he already bought 1% of the ETH supply in the past 30 days. He wants to buy up to 5%. He had $5 billion in funding, went around and turned it into $25 billion in a week based off of them filling this up. And then Kathy Wood turned around and bought 10% of his company on the open stock market to put into the ARK fund.
Some big players are throwing some real cash in it.
Don't listen to me. Let's just listen to that. I'm watching what they're doing.
Personally putting more money into ETH right now?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're just going to hold it till 10K or you're just going to hold it forever?
I'll hold it until the whole market looks a bit shaky. But yeah. Could go a lot higher than 10K. I think 10K is
Is it conservative? Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's not. Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
What's up? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling amazing. You know how we do it, Manzem Kiddy Studios. Pow! So today I want us to look at Ethereum Treasury Companies, huh? Ethereum Treasury Companies. Wall Street latest scam. Wall Street is at it again, and this time they've got their eyes locked on Ethereum. As the 2025 crypto bull run hits up, a new type of company has popped up all over the place, so-called Ethereum Treasury Companies. These firms are buying up Ethereum, slapping a shiny label on it and pitching it to investors like it's the next big innovation in finance. But here's the truth. These companies may just be Wall Street latest scam. And today I'm going to break down exactly how it works and why they're dangerous and what it means for your money. I want us to look at Ethereum, and all of this is it has a disclaimer and it is alleged. So kindly do your own research, be your best advocate. This is just food for thought. So kindly like, subscribe, share, follow. I'm truly blessed that you're here. So let's get it. So let's start with the basics. Ethereum Treasury Companies position themselves. So section 1. What are Ethereum Treasury Companies? Let's start with the basics. Ethereum Treasury Companies position themselves as firms that strategically hold and manage Ethereum as an asset. Have you understood? So Ethereum Treasury Companies buy and hold Ethereum as an asset. So in other words, they buy Ethereum, store it, and then pitch themselves to investors as a way to get indirect exposure to Ethereum without actually holding the token yourself. Have you gotten? In other words, they buy Ethereum, store it, and then pitch themselves to investors as a way to get indirect exposure to Ethereum without actually holding the token yourself. You get it? Sounds familiar? It's basically the same playbook we saw with Bitcoin mining companies and those infamous crypto trusts back in the last bull run. The twist, these treasury firms don't actually do much other than hold Ethereum, but they package it as a revolutionary business model. So are we in the same page? They just hold Ethereum. So if you are a smart trader, you just buy Ethereum, hold it for yourself, just wait for the market to dip and then buy more or dump. Depends. So why Wall Street loves the Ethereum Treasury Companies? They raise cash from investors, buy ETH, and instantly inflate their balance sheets. Secondly, they get to ride the hype of Ethereum without building real products. And third, it's a perfect way to retail investors who are scared of opening crypto wallets but still want exposure. Think of it like instead of buying ETH directly, so first, it's easy money. They raise cash from investors, buy ETH, and instantly inflate their balance sheets. Second, they get to ride the hype of Ethereum without building real products. And third, it's a perfect way to attract retail investors who are scared of opening crypto wallets but still want exposure. So think of it like this. Instead of buying ETH directly, you're paying Wall Street a premium to hold it for you. And if it sounds like a ripoff, that's because it usually is. Because it usually is. So have you gotten? So you're basically giving somebody to hold you the Ethereum, and you can hold it yourself. So I'll put an excerpt of a guy who's made $20 billion in a week. $20 billion in a week. This is what has made me really interested in this whole story. $20 billion in a week. You're joking, man. So the big names and the hype behind the Ethereum Treasury Companies. So right now, these companies are gaining traction fast. You've got hedge funds whispering about them, TikTok finance bros hyping them up, even some major banks quietly circling the idea. The marketing is strong, and they're pitching it as Wall Street meets Web3. But the truth is, most of them are just warehouses. Most of them are just warehouses for Ethereum, hoping that hype alone can push their valuations sky high. And yes, some of these firms are already trading publicly and at massive premiums to the actual Ethereum they hold. Imagine, this is like me. This is so far. To be honest, this is brains, because they have put a premium on the actual Ethereum, and it's crazy, but because they have leverage over the market. So if anything happens, because they have a lot, they can dance the price. That's the upside. So kindly tell me what you think about this Ethereum story, this Ethereum Treasury Companies. Kindly like, subscribe, share, follow. It's been an honor. I'm truly blessed to be here, truly honored. Thank you for your time. Kindly like, subscribe, share, follow, tell a friend. You know how we do in Kitty Studios. Pow. So I want to look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, kidogo. We see where we can put this money. So what does this mean for investors? If you believe in Ethereum long term, the simplest, fastest strategy is buying Ethereum directly, holding it in a wallet you control. Rely on Wall Street's Ethereum Treasury Companies. Relying on Wall Street's Ethereum Treasury Companies is like paying someone extra to hold your crypto hostage while they take the upsides, the fees, and stock market highs. It's not just risky, it's potentially the next big scam. So I think what it means for investors, you as an investor, just buy Ethereum and hold it. If it backfires, it's okay. If it does not backfire, it is okay. So I think the best thing is for you to to gauge the market personally. Hold it like any other shares. Just buy some, hold it. To wrap it up, Ethereum Treasury Companies may sound like innovation, but in reality, they're just Wall Street's way of repackaging an asset they don't fully understand. History tells us these kinds of schemes end badly, and if the crypto market takes another downturn, it won't be the firms to suffer. It will be the investors who trusted them. History tells us these kinds of schemes end up badly, and if the crypto market turns another downturn, it won't be the firms that suffer. It will be the investors who trusted them. So what do you think? Are Ethereum Treasury Companies the future of crypto investing, or just another scam waiting to collapse? Kindly drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that button if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into finance, crypto, and Wall Street's latest tricks.
What I'm saying is, if Ethereum keeps, scaling the L2s, and as we know at the moment, the L2s, they don't basically they don't really pay Ethereum very much for hosting that activity. So how do you see value accruing to ETH?
I see value accruing to it is all network effects. It's going to be all very indirect. I'm sure that obviously the ETH Treasury strategies are going to directly increase value to ETH, because we're buying hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of ETH. If you probably add all of us up, it's going to be definitely in the billions. So I just see all of this. I understand your question.
So it's not necessarily connected to the activity. It's just like speculation, or
it could be but no, it's all network effects. If these L2s are building and they're not directly contributing to the price of Ethereum, surely there is increased mind share that's happening of Ethereum based on those L2 projects. That creates awareness, that creates a virtuous cycle, that creates a mind share. And then you have retail buying Ethereum because they're beginning to understand the thesis. It's just about mind share. That's why Bitcoin is up where it is now. It had first mover advantage, so it has this large mind share.
Okay, yeah, I still don't feel like your answer addresses tokenomics. It's more like marketing or something, the way you're answering this.
It is. I'm answering it in the form of mind share. It is marketing in some ways, absolutely. And marketing is the only way you're going to really get a large section of retail to buy Ethereum. There are a lot of people who are speculating on Ethereum and Bitcoin. They don't quite understand the L2 project. So I'm trying to answer your question directly in terms of how Ethereum pricing is going to be affected by L2 projects. I understand not directly, but through mindshare and through marketing and through narrative that's being finally distributed, you're going to have retail understanding what Ethereum can do, because you can't have these kinds of L2 projects on Bitcoin. So you're going to find these retail buyers buying Ethereum instead of Bitcoin because of this mindshare. But there's no direct connection. I agree with you.
Framing trust as a commodity. If we think about how much value sprinkling some ether dust or chunks of ether or an ether diamond, an ether trust diamond, onto a transaction, onto a relationship, onto an agreement on the Ethereum blockchain, the kind of facilitation that brings, the kind of guaranteed execution that brings, what does that do to the value of each one of these transactions or processes? I think it's more than 10% increase in value. I think it's kind of hard to imagine. Is it 100%? Is it 1,000%? And so if you do that to the world GDP, what's the size? What's 100 times, 1,000 times the size of global GDP running on Ethereum rails?